Fair use in effect. Hot dog. We're talking about Tyler Perry's Sistas. We are recap ing Season 7 Episode 20. So much happened in this episode. We got a taste of evil Gary, who came into the penthouse in a dated outfit. LOL rolling on the floor laughing. Gary is supposed to be a rich cool guy, but his dated wardrobe says otherwise. LOL. Please tell me why Gary is wearing skinny pants. Gary, if you haven't been awake for the past 2 years or so, baggy pants are back in style. Wearing skinny pants with those broad shoulders leaves Gary looking like an inverted triangle. No sexy, not fine. Gary wouldn't get a taste of my wine. But anyway, to each his own. Penelope and Andy seem to think that Gary is simply irresistible. But then again, how can we forget all of the coercive control that Gary puts on his women? Can you believe that this overt narcissist psychopath is forcing Andy to marry him? All that devil dude wants is control. He hates to see Andy happy with Jordan, and he strategically planned to destroy Andy through Jordan. Wow. As I recall, Gary liked to show off, but I never thought that he would take it this far. What do I know? But wait. Let's talk about Andy. Riddle me this, why is Andy allowing Gary to control her like this? I mean, why isn't Andy telling the FBI dude about Gary's control tactics, harassment and threats? Why isn't Andy acting like a lawyer? Why isn't Andy telling the FBI dude that Gary is tied to the cartel and how he donated hundreds of thousands of their money into Jordan's campaign fund? Andy's character is weird. At first, she was this amazing divorce lawyer who won Gary's wife's friend big money. Plus, she helped Zach and Fatima win custody of Michael. But now in Season 7, Andy seems like a bird brain. Did you see how she just packed up and walked out of the meeting with Ms. Marie? Talking about she has a baby shower to go to? LOL. Did you see how offended Zach became when Gary called him and Fatima the hood rat duo? LOL. Zach wanted to knuck a few buck with Gary. LOL. Do you think that Gary can fight well? Or is he just all mouthy mouth? Let's be real though, Zach and Fatima do have a hood rat legacy. I mean, no offense. A lot of coolness and culture comes from the hood. But if we are buying into stereotypes, then Zach and Fatima win the prize. Zach has 2 baby mamas, and he wants to make Fatima the 3rd. Plus, he is involved in the ghetto pregnancy of my 2 dads. And both him and Fatima like to resort to violence. Didn't Zach clock Gary in the face when he was in Gary's office, demanding his investment money back? And, wasn't it Fatima who pulled the knife on Gary? But let's be real, the most ghetto person on the show is Gary. Evil is ghetto, and Gary's evil cup runneth over. Gary is so whack for pretending to invite everyone to his wedding, just to rescind the invite. LOL, he had no intention of having them there. Isn't it interesting that Karen was not the one to stick around to talk to Andy about this Gary wedding sham? In Season 1 of Sistas, Andy and Karen seemed thicker than the milkshake that brings all the boys to the yard. But, here we are in Season 7 and we can clearly see that feelings change and the seasons change. Fatima was the one who stuck around to unpack what is going on with Andy. I mean, you can see the trauma tattooed all over Andy's face. Clearly something is very wrong. Yet, Fatima was the only one who was really there for Andy. Good thing Andy has Fatima, because Gary is truly cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. How can he really ask her to remove her pants and give it to him? He didn't even care that she is surfing the Red River. Wow. Gary's perversion runs deep. And isn't it weird that he doesn't care about Penelope's whereabouts at all? This dude compartmentalizes everything. I mean, there was a time when he was friends with Jordan, Rich and Tony. Now he acts like a total POS. Isn't it something when people reap what they sow? Tamara shows up to Hayden's office unannounced and finds Ms. Marie fondling Hayden. LOL rolling on the floor laughing. Then Tamara adds 1 + 1, and realizes that she had Ms. Marie's pubes in her mouth after kissing Hayden the night before. LOL. Gross. Then Tamara gets all egotistical and wants to fight Ms. Marie, and even resorts to calling her a senior citizen. LOL rolling on the floor laughing. Ms. Marie gets hype and backs off her jacket ready to fight Tamara. LOL. Hot dog. Hayden must feel nice right now, but something tells me that Tamara is going to get real gutter and figure out how to use Gary against Hayden. LOL. Do you think that Tamara will connect with Ms. Marie's ex-husband? Do you think that Tamara will snoop in Hayden's files and become an informant for Ms. Marie's ex? Will Tamara give Ms. Marie's ex a ride on her pony? Will Tamara get pregnant for him and get cash for life? Unlike Zach, Jordan has good friends. Don't you just love and respect how Rich went over to Jordan's place and informed him about Andy marrying Gary? I mean, Rich even directed Jordan to just chill and not hype up on Gary at Andy's penthouse. Great idea, but Gary is truly a psycho who will taunt Jordan into committing a life-altering crime. Rich is great, but will he make a brutal mistake by impregnating Sabrina just because he is facing competition with Damani, the corporate communications banker dude? I mean, all this time Rich is against having a baby with Sabrina, but now that he believes that Damani will be in Sabrina's life for eternity, he is reconsidering wanting a baby with her. Does this mean that Rich was planning on staying with Sabrina while she was raising her child? However, he did not want any financial ties to the kid? Weirdo behavior. Now let's talk about Danny. Talk about headache and drama. Why doesn't Danny read the writing on the wall? Tony and his wife, ex-wife, will probably get back together. I mean, it is clear that Tony does not want to put anyone from his family in check. He won't discipline his daughter for being a thief and a liar. And he won't check his ex-wife for showing up at Danny's house uninvited. Clearly, he won't check his wife for flirting with him and being inappropriate. The ex-wife is leaving the bedroom door wide open to let Tony know that they can jump off the dresser whenever and however she wants to. Hot dog. It sucks to be Danny right now. Imagine Danny gave up good Preston who would cook for her and wait for her endlessly. Wow. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got until it's gone? What would you do if you were Danny? Would you break up with Tony yet? Pam is a trip. She is bright and out of order. But let's be real though. Pam is more of a hustler than Karen will ever be. Think about it. Pam got Karen's baby daddy to be an investor in her hair care line. Plus, she used Karen's business credit cards to purchase her goods. She promotes the business in Karen's salon to Karen's customers. LOL hot dog. Now Pam is setting the terms of the so-called loan agreement, telling Karen that she will pay her back in 8 months. LOL, Pam has no manners. Karen on the other hand has energy for all of the wrong things. Karen likes to puff up her chest on Aaron and Zach, but when it's time to get puffy on Pam it seems like she doesn't have the heart. I mean, what is stopping Karen from deducting Pam's debt from her paycheck? Why didn't Karen go into the meeting with a solution? Karen is just blindly following her mom's advice to get a cut of roots to riches. Pam was right that Karen doesn't even believe in the product.
Like this video. Tag a friend. Come on, subscribe now.